And I was just going to ask Nan about the Seychelles.
Right, I'm going.
Yes, good.
But Karen.
No, I'm
do
going.
your bed, do your hair. What you doing now?
I've done everything I need to do. I'm just going to go and do my hair thing, and I'll just leave you dinners, and you can help yourselves.
So the veg is done. It's madness, you know. When I thought, well, we had all these, and yet look at people now. People are poor, and I thought, well, we had all these things, and the people used to come to work, Friday come up and get their money to go home, and take things on the tap, because my aunt, they used to shop for the workers. They come and get their wages and buy veg, whatever they want, fruits, and they take it, when they get their wage, they pay for it on that particular day. And I thought, I had a good life. I used to have the horses. My uncle used to have horses by them. He used to go on the checking the workers on the horse. He used to ride a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had horses to go around the sugar cane. When they put the cane in part, horses go around and drive the horses to get the juice out of cane.
To make the sugar?
Yeah, all these are fashion things we had at home. Actually, we had loads of these picking people, and they used to sell them with the government, and tobacco, pile of it. And the workers used to sit on bale of leaves of tobacco and then gun them down. So all these.
Mm-hmm.
We had that is the life I had when I was a young girl. And then I used to teach at Grassy. It was just a good life. I left the teaching, never forget what I did, because my dad used to work for the government. I can't remember, well, but I do know he used to write a lot of letters. You know, my dad was very well educated at that time. He used to write letters, and the people that can't write letters, if they got to have something and they come and ask him, and he had a license to write letters at that old-fashioned way. And they used to come and he used to write letters for people. He was allowed, that was a wage he used to get, and that within the government.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember as a child, he had a desk with an ink pen, but the pen was like a feather. I never forget that.
Feather pen?
Feather.
The
end of the pen was a feather.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forget that, because I was young at that time. And one of the sisters used to look for me, because I went on the desk and took that pen of Dad. There were 2 pens. And they said, well, Jessie said, Jessie's got the pen. So I used to go on the desk after they polished the desk and put things. I go and take the pen and run around, because I was only a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting told off for that. And the government where my dad was working gave me an employee. I was to work with them for a little while. Where my dad was working, he wasn't there then. So they gave me a little job there. I never forget that.
Where he was working?
With them, with the government, I used to do papers or whatever it was, put away things within them. And then eventually, I applied for the nursing. I applied for the nursing because they were writing over a long time back. I'm confused that. Anyway, I did that. So eventually, after the kids were there, when I got the kids, I couldn't work. So the government were asking for nurses to come into this country. But I haven't been doing nurses. So I had the kids with me, and Auntie Laurie used to help me with the kids. Help them with a bit of food. I was only working and get a little bit of money there. It was not much to help the kids. When the government asked for nurses, and I was not even nursing then. Mm-hmm. This is how lucky I was. So we have already got the teaching qualification, because that wasn't a good thing to have in the Seychelles. So when I approached, and Auntie Laurie said, they're asking for that, and I thought, yeah, but how could I do that? Because that's a good. So I asked. I applied and said that, I'm teaching, but I can't teach due to the situation the way I am. I got to in. So they took me in. Mm-hmm. They just got me in as a on a teacher's ground. So they took me up as a nursing training to train for the nurses, which I did just over 2 years. And I qualified for the 2 years there. The 2 years qualification, while my qualification was intact, my auntie Laurie told me, why don't you try and apply there and see, put your name down.
Mm-hmm.
And I did just that. But not only because I did nursing, I got it, because I've already taught. So my English was good enough. Having done the nursing, I got on the list. By the time, within the year, I was here.
Oh, in England by
Within the year,
within...
they got me all my papers, everything done.